It's time for baseball. It's the Philadelphia Phillies against the Washington Nationals. 2K Sports presents MLB 2K11.
Welcome, everybody. Gary Thorne here, along with John Krug and Steve Phillips. Great to have you with us. Early season matchup. He is a star among stars, and today we'll get to watch him play his game. Vladimir Guerrero on the field. The Nationals play at home. Washington, D.C., our site. Our starting pitcher for Washington. And what is this Philadelphia lineup going to see from him today, Steve?
Now, this right-hander has quality stuff, and doesn't really matter oftentimes who he's facing. If he executes his pitches and pitches his game, he's got a chance to come out on top.
This is how the Phillies are lining up. Thoughts, John? Anybody stand out?
Well, consistency is what you're looking for. That's Chase Utley. Guys is a proven run producer, a proven power hitter, can hit for average, runs the bases with great abandon, one of the best in baseball. He's a complete player and a manager's dream.
And we're going to see Hamilton here. Last night, Phillies losing, hoping now to even up this middle of 3 against Washington. At the belt, Martinez kicks and throws. Swing and a miss by Hamilton, strike 1. So you take a look back here. They came away losing 1 run in the game.
And 1 run's just not going to get it done on most days.
He's at 0-2. He watched that fastball that was in there.
Tough spot for the hitter right here, down 0-2. You got to foul off that tough pitch if you have to.
Swung on, line softly, left side. And he's on. First batter up. That could be a good sign offensively. You got a chance to check out the Nationals now. Let's see what their defense lines up as. So, John, any individual stand out?
Well, Ryan Zimmerman's turned himself into one of the better fielders in all of baseball. He has that great ability to go down the line to make great strong throws to first base, to rob guys of doubles, and he can also charge the ball with the best of them. The complete package at third base.
Runner on first. Oh, that one in the dirt. Good play by the catcher. Kept it in front of him. Pauses, and now the 1-0. Now a swing and a shot toward second. Over to second for 1. And they get it. They turn 2. Nice play, especially on the relay to first. 4-6-3.
It's textbook right there. Tailor-made double play. Hit it where they are and turn it.
Make sure to catch this one next Tuesday. From Rangers Park in Arlington, we'll see the Rangers. They play host to the Los Angeles Angels. Start time is 8 o'clock Eastern. Two outs and nobody on. Just missed with the fastball. 1-0. He hit 350. That's 350 last year against the Nationals here in Washington. Here's the 1-0. Smacked that one. He got it right up the middle. Throws to first, side is retired. 7 pitches and it's done. That's how you save your arm and go deep into a game. And the Nationals getting ready to start this one off. Our starting pitcher for Philadelphia. So, Steve, what's in store for these Washington hitters from him today?
Now, this right-hander on the mound today should not have much difficulty going through this lineup. They tend not to hit the quality pitchers in the game, and he clearly is one of the best around.
He delivers. That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. 1 away. Here's the way they'll line up for Jim Riggleman in this one. Now, John, anyone in particular we should keep an eye on?
One of the most fun players for me to watch in all of baseball, Vladimir Guerrero. Guy that will swing at absolutely everything that's thrown up there at the plate. Bounce over his head, inside, outside. Anything you throw, he's hacking. Love to watch him, though.
Get a chance to check out the Phillies here. Here's how they look defensively. And scouting those fielders, John.
Well, Jimmy Rollins has been doing it for a long time at the shortstop position, and he doesn't seem to be slowing down any time at all. Still possesses one of the strongest throwing arms and one of the most accurate throwing arms for any infielder in baseball.
He gets Zimmerman to swing. Strike one.
Well, Ryan Zimmerman's just a complete package. There's nothing on a baseball field he can't do except maybe run. He's not a great base stealer, but everything else as far as power, hitting for contact, a great defender, this is the guy you build your future around.
He sends this one in the air towards center. And it's through. Credit Zimmerman with a single. Ryan Zimmerman, one of the other improvements along with the numbers he's put up is the fact he's been more patient at the plate, evidenced by the fact the walks are increasing each of the last 2 years.
And Gary, the numbers indicate that as well. His on-base percentage creeping up close to 400 right now, which is where the elite hitters start to go. So I suspect with that on-base going up, his home runs are going to continue to grow as well.
And Guerrero will lay off a low pitch.
2010, not real pretty in this matchup. The Phillies, a very strong team. They had a significant upper hand.
At the belt, the 1-0. Here's a swing and a fly ball. And Hamilton's going to play it. That's the second out. Nationals got to hope we don't have a trend going here. Last 2 years, 9 wins and 27 losses against Philadelphia.
Well, that's not real good, but I think pitching is the key. I mean, listen, when you look at the Phillies with Roy Halladay and Cole Hamels and Roy Oswalt, I mean, there's just too much pitching that overmatches that Nationals lineup.
In the batter's box, it's Dawson. Two outs and a man on first. Oh, Zimmerman, here we go. Oh! And he is out trying to take second. So no runs on one hit and nobody left on. Nobody on the board yet here in Washington. For those of you just coming on board, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk bringing you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
This is where you want to go with the breaking ball, to the outside corner. Paint the black. Get the call. The hitter gave up on it. He got the pitch he wanted.
Here's the 0-1 from Martinez. Line drive. And that'll bring Ryan Howard to the plate.
Well, we've got a moment to take a look at the Philadelphia Phillies last year. Let's see how they ranked. Second in runs scored. Fourth in triples. And they also utilized the stolen base. In the top 5 in stolen bases in the league, they understand that they just can't wait for the long ball or the extra base hit. Sometimes you have to make things happen, and they did it with a stolen base.
He's got the second most homers in the ball club. Schmidt's the runner at first. That fastball gets by him on the first pitch, 0-1. Couldn't pull the trigger in time. He's behind 0-2.
Well, he clearly fooled him right there. He had him thinking fastball, and he pulled the string on it. Got him to swing right through it.
And he pops it up. Foul territory behind third. And that'll retire Howard. One away now. And the lineups with the most home runs around the league last year, courtesy of State Farm. The Reds #1. Second, the Brewers. Third, the D-backs. The Rockies fourth. And #5, the Phillies rounded out.
Well, you see so many games won with one swing of the bat, and this team last year was one of the best at hitting the ball out of the ballpark. You make a mistake, they will make you pay. The bottom line is, though, there's no one in this lineup that you think is going to be an easy out because they can all take you out.
At the bell, Martinez kicks and throws. First pitch is a slider in there, 0-1.
Down, down, down. It's all about location. That breaking ball down in the zone makes it very difficult on the hitter.
Here's the delivery. Ball. Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch, 1-1.
Oh, it's a great fastball right there down in the strike zone. Now there's so many ways to go. Let's see how he comes back to attack this hitter.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. A swing line to left center. And that's through a base hit. He's on his way to third. And that will bring Jimmy Rollins to the plate.
Well, you're going to have to keep a close eye on this guy on first base. Pay a lot of attention to him because you know he more than likely has the green light. He can go at any time. Well, a lost season in 2010 for Jimmy Rollins. Great expectations coming in, hopefully to get his team back to the World Series for a third consecutive year. But he was hampered by the injuries and hit a career low of 243.
Well, we're going to take a look here, see if they try to steal the runner from first base. Have some speed over there. We'll see if they try to get two in scoring position.
Strike started off the at-bat 0-1. I think with Jimmy Rollins and the injuries John was talking about, if he gets a full season in, he's got one of those comeback player of the year awards on the way.
You know, I'd like to think so. He's going to become even more critical with the loss of Jason Worth. They're going to need Rollins.
There he goes for second. Oh! And he gets in there without a throw. Slider just off the black that time, 2-1. Last season, he hit .256 against the Nationals. The 2-1 pitch. And now Rollins has the 3-1 count.
Well, you've got to be careful right here. Look, you're down in the count 3-1. You just can't throw something in there and hope he gets himself out. This guy's too dangerous for that.
Here's a swing and a liner to left center. That'll be a base hit at an RBI.
Well, right there, he just got a pitch he can handle, and he delivers a big RBI for the first run of the game here in the second inning.
Number 8 spot in the lineup. Well, this offense, Steve, it's on the move, and now they're trying to carry this on in the ball game.
That was a good piece of hitting right there. He got his pitch, took advantage of it, drove it, and picked up the run.
It's 0-1 as he swings and misses at that fastball. And you get a feeling, even though it's early in this ball game, that every run in this one is going to matter.
Well, that's why they have to look to keep tacking on runs, try to sustain the lead. When you've got an opportunity like this, you need a big hit.
And that's on the outside corner, 0-2. The pitch. Good slider that time. Ruled the ball. 1-2.
But if you're going to miss, this is where you want to miss. Throw that breaking ball at the bottom of the strike zone. If the hitter swings and puts it in play, it's a ground ball out.
The 1-2 on its way. You're out. Swung on, missed, curveball, struck him out, 2 down.
Well, they went away right there, and he put a pretty good swing on it, but just couldn't quite make contact. Walking back to the dugout now.
Ashburn into the batter's box. And you got to love the young talent in his rookie year. Two men on, two men out. That's in the dirt. He traps it. Now Martinez with a 1-0 delivery. Swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. Swings for a strike on the fastball. It'll be a 1-2 count. Slider, 2-2. He's ready. The 2-2 pitch. Fastball well off the mark, and it's full 3-2.
A great movement on that two-seam fastball, trying to start it on the corner, running it off the plate. The hitter just laid off.
And on a full count, and that misses. Ball 4. He has loaded him up.
Well, the hardest thing to do when you have an at-bat that lasts this long is sometimes you have a tendency to be impatient and chase one. Give the hitter a lot of credit. It was a close pitch, but he laid off of it to earn that walk.
And we're going to see Hamilton here. And he's got a shot with the bases loaded.
And they can really open up this game now with a big hit.
Pitcher wants this big hit more than anyone. Bases are loaded with 2 down. Here's the first pitch. And Martinez gets it by. Called strike to take the count 0-1.
Tough start in this game, and obviously really laboring in this inning. Up over 20 pitches and just can't seem to throw strikes.
Here's the pitch. This is in the air, straight away left. And the side's retired as they head into the dugout. Getting things going early. They get a run in the second. The Phillies lead 1-0. And if you just joined our broadcast, great to have you on board. 2K Sports Major League Baseball. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk. In the batter's box, it's Dawson. Watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike.
That fastball just froze him on the inside corner. Now we're going to see where he goes. Look for something soft, possibly away.
He lets that fastball go by for a called strike. 0-2. Here's the pitch. And it goes foul.
Foul!
Fastball swung out and missed. Struck him out. 1 away.
Well, K-Cam's going to show us the 4-seam fastball here.
Well, he just looked overpowered on those 2 fastballs.
John thought timing that time just didn't seem to be there in the at-bat.
Well, and a strikeout like that will give the pitcher a lot of confidence.
And in the batter's box, it's Walker. Nobody on base. 1 away. It's now 0-1. Watch that fastball go by.
That's a good, hard fastball right there. Let's see if he comes back with another one now.
Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And in there, at least for a single as it gets down. Let's see what the Philadelphia Phillies have coming up. Final game with Washington is tomorrow. The Marlins come into town kicking off a homestand. That's a 3-game series. Following that, they face Prince Fielder in a series at home against the Brewers. So some challenges in store for sure. And in the batter's box, it's Carter. Runner at first with one down. On the way. Ball. Fastball misses away. 1-0.
Well, you see, he just missed with that fastball right there away. Let's see if they try to come back inside to try to jam him.
Ready with a 1-0. Fastball just misses and he falls behind 2-0. Now the 2-0 pitch. Fastball misses badly. He's in danger of losing him.
The pitcher can't find the zone right here, but I'm still giving my hitter the green light. I think he has enough discipline to get a good pitch and try to drive it.
Hoping for a free pass that time, but that fastball's in there. Strike one.
The pitcher throws it right down the heart of the plate, 3-0, to get the strike, but he's lucky the take sign was on.
That misses. Ball 4. Potential tying run now at second.
Pitcher tried to expand the strike zone to get the hitter to chase, but he didn't chase. Take your base. Let's take a look at where Washington ended up rank-wise last year in the National League. 3rd in stolen bases, 7th in triples, and they were in the top 10 in home runs. That ability to drive the ball really paid dividends for this team's offense.
1 out with runners at first and second. Line drive. That's foul towards first. Oh, 1 fastball and a called strike.
The hitter thought that ball was inside. It certainly wasn't low, and it looks like it was in there.
Fastball is a waste pitch that time. 1-2. One-two pitch coming. Outside, 2-2 now.
Well, he tried to go outside on the outside corner with that fastball right there. Just got a little bit off the plate. He's got to be careful, though. You don't want that hitter to get his arms extended.
Tough pitch to lay off that time. Full count, 3-2.
That two-seam fastball is such an effective pitch. 1, because it gets ground ball outs, but 2, it sets up his other pitches.
The full count pitch. Fastball got him 2 down.
Well, 2 outs now. Those runners are still standing on base. Let's see if he can find his way out of this with the lead intact.
State Farm leaderboard recaps the biggest group of thieves last year in the league. The Mets number 1, 2nd the Padres, in 3rd the Nationals, 4th the Phillies. It's the Astros number 5.
Well, you talk about a game that could take a long time. This might be it. Anytime you have guys who can steal bases, the game just seems to slow down. That's what kind of pressure they put on the opposition. But both of these teams have the ability to steal bases. They were 2 of the best at it in the league last year, and it just puts so much pressure on the opposition when these guys get on base because you know they're going to be in scoring position soon.
Lays off that fastball, and it's 0-2.
I don't think he's going to waste any time right now. He's just going to go right at him with that 0-2 pitch.
Fastball swung out and missed, and the side's retired. So they pick up no runs, 1 hit, and strand a couple. Phillies still enjoying the lead. It'll be batters 2 through 4 due up next. 6 slide up at the plate again. He hit into a double play as last time. The first pitch. Hit sharply towards the hole. And that's out number 1 as he takes it to the bag.
That's a nice play at first. Taking care of it himself. Doing a nice job handling the glove.
Now to the plate, here's Chase Utley.
Well, fan favorite in the city of Philadelphia. Chase Utley's been in the starting lineup since 2003, and he's become a fixture in the middle of that lineup, producing runs and giving an all-out 100% effort every single game.
At the belt, Martinez kicks and throws. Starts him out with a called strike on the circle change. Well, the city of brotherly love, John, not easily loved are many athletes, but when you hit around 300 and either cross the plate or drive people in the way Utley does, you're a winner.
You know, we talk about the numbers he puts up, but
ground ball by Utley, and Cabrera picks it up. That retires Utley. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Nationals. 1 game left with Philly. That's tomorrow. Following that, they face Prince Fielder in a series at home against the Brewers, a team that will definitely give them a competitive series. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They'll kick off a road series with the St. Louis Cardinals. Schmidt at the plate. He singled and later scored in his last time up. Base is empty with 2 outs. And the first pitch. And Martinez gets it by. Called strike to take the count 0-1.
He's just popping that glove with that 4-seam fastball, pounding the strike zone.
The pitch. The pitch taken for a strike by Schmidt.
The hitter needs a 2-strike approach. Shorten up the swing. Think about going the other way.
Foul. That's a foul ball. At the belt, Martinez kicks and throws. Slider misses, and it's 1-2 now. And Carter sets up his target. Slider low and in the dirt. Good block there by the catcher. Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And that one is in there, his second hit today. And that'll bring Ryan Howard to the plate.
Well, 2 quick outs in the inning. You think maybe this is one of those quick innings and the other team gets in and they get some momentum. But he keeps the inning alive with that base hit.
Two outs and a man on first. And now Howard gets set. There's a swing and a liner towards the gap in left field. And it's through. Credit Howard with a single. Good offensive chance here.
He goes right with the pitch and slaps the ball into left field.
And if you try and pull that pitch, you're probably not even going to get the bat on it.
That's a ground ball to second base if he pulls that one.
Howard's the runner at first. Schmidt's on at second. First pitch to him. And Martinez gets it by. Called strike to take the count 0-1.
A fastball up in the zone like that, a pitch a lot of guys like to hit. He just couldn't swing the bat.
The pitch. And that's on the black for a called strike. 0-2.
This pitcher being very aggressive throwing strikes. I think he's going to try to get him to chase.
Here's a spin and a throwback to second. They pick up no runs on 2 hits and strand 1. And coming up, we'll see the Nationals. And if you're just joining our 2K Sports Major League Baseball broadcast with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne. Here's the pitch. First pitch way out of the zone, ball one.
3 big hits in that game last night, and they'd love to get that contribution again today.
He lets the 1-0 pitch go by, 1-1.
Unless you stay back and really think about going the other way, you've got no chance of hitting that 4-seamer down and away.
1-1 pitch. Cabrera hits the ground ball. And he'll step on first for out number 1. Raines gets a shot here. He flew out his last time up. Base is empty with 1 away. Now the first pitch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
A great movement on that 2-seam fastball, trying to start it on the corner, running it off the plate. The hitter just laid off.
Now the 1-0 pitch. That's it, pretty well down the line and left, and Hamilton's going to play it. He has to back up for it, comes away with the out. Ryan Zimmerman, he gets ready to swing here with 2 away. Matchup, 282 lifetime against the Phillies. Zimmerman in the box. Here's the delivery. Drilled towards the hole. And the side's retired as they head into the dugout. It's called short work of 3. Took 6 pitches. Washington still looking for that offense. And in the batter's box, it's Allen. He's going to get us started here in the 4th. At the belt, Martinez kicks and throws. Takes that first pitch low in the strike zone, strike 1. Called strike on a fastball, and it's 0-2. Big swing and a miss on a heater. Strike him out, 1 down.
We got a second now to see the 4-seam fastball in K-Camp.
2 straight fastballs. He still couldn't catch up with it.
Well, if a pitcher comes back with a fastball right after he threw one and gets the K, you know he's throwing gas out there.
There's 1 away, and here's Jimmy Rollins in. He hit .258 last season against the Nationals in games at Nationals Park. First pitch on the way to Rollins. Swing, hot shot, and Cabrera picks it up. And that'll retire Rollins. State Farm leaderboard, look at the teams with the most runs produced from last year's season. The Reds #1, the Phillies in 2nd, in 3rd the Rockies, 4th the Brewers, and #5 the Braves rounded out.
Well, the thing you ask your team, the manager and the hitting coach, is, look, guys, get us some runs. This team does it as good as anyone in the league last year, and they just love to get on base, make things happen with speed, but they can also take it out of the ballpark.
And Martinez gets it by, called strike to take the count to 0-1.
He wanted to go down and away with that slider, but he left it up and away, had just enough movement on it to get the strike.
Here's the delivery. Good hard slider that time. He's in control in the count now, 0-2. Slider called strike 3. Side is retired. No hits, nobody left on, and a good defensive half inning. Phillies 1, Washington nothing. And it's Vladimir Guerrero at the plate. Here's the pitch. Plays off that one outside, 1-0.
Well, they've got a couple of hits here, and we're into the 4th inning, so maybe they're starting to get something going. And the second time through the lineup, maybe they'll try to figure something out, Gary.
The 1-0 now. 1-0 pitch is a fastball high, 2-0.
When you throw a two-seam fastball, you want a ground ball, which means you want to throw it to the bottom of the zone. This pitch up could come back to cost him later in the game.
He waves at that fastball, 2-1. The 2-1 offering. Swings and hits this one deep down the line and left. Off the wall and left. He'll hold there at second base. Credit him with a double.
Oh, what a great way to get things started. Leading off the inning with the double. Put yourself in scoring position early.
Guerrero's on at second. First pitch, here it comes. Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Fastball just misses, and he falls behind, 2-0. Comes set, now the 2-0. That's high for a ball, and it's 3-0 now.
Well, he tried that four-seam fastball up in the zone to get him the chase. Tough pitch to lay off of. Good job by the hitter.
And that will be ball 4. That'll complete the free pass.
Now, he was just looking to expand the strike zone, see if he could get him to chase, but with first base open, didn't want to put anything he could put the fat part of the bat on.
And in the batter's box, it's Walker.
Now, Gary, you don't want to do this in this kind of a situation and put a walk on base with a guy who's the go-ahead run in the game. That's a mistake.
Runners at first and second. Nobody out. First pitch. That swung on and flied to right. One away.
Well, that's a big first out of this inning. Now let's see if he can come back and get out of this thing unscathed.
And in the batter's box, it's Carter. An exciting hitter. Boy, he is some fun to watch. Runners on first and second with one out. Swung on, that is hit. Utley for one. Decides not to try for the double play. Hangs onto it. Good baseball and a good job. Let's take a look.
You know, we talk about team in baseball, and that's where you see it a lot of times on defense.
And we're going to see Galarraga here. Struck out swinging last time. Two men on and two men out. And the first pitch. That one's going to be outside. Ball one.
Well, that right there is a really good pitch. Just missing the outside corner. Give the batter a lot of credit, though. That is one of the toughest pitches to lay off of. That hard fastball away.
A swing and a drive deep left center field. He heads all the way back to the warning track and gets the out. They pick up no runs on a hit, and they leave 2 on. Phillies still enjoying the lead. Ashburn into the batter's box. Ground ball towards the second baseman. Throw one to first in time, one away. Now we'll look at the teams who led the league at extra base hits last year, brought to you by State Farm. Number 1, the D-backs. The Reds second. In third, the Brewers. The Rockies fourth. And number 5, the Phillies rounded out.
Well, anytime you have a whole team of guys who can hit for extra bases, it makes the defense spread out so much, and it gives you room to do other things. This team is great at it, one of the best in the league last year, just hitting the balls in gaps, hitting the ball over the wall, and that's why they score so many runs, because they're always in scoring position.
Oh, my, that one came inside and plucked him.
You can't dig in at the plate because sometimes it gets away from the pitcher. You have to be able to move. He couldn't get out of the way there.
And it rolls around to the top again.
Now, Garrett, we saw that hitter get hit with the pitch right there. It's just a mechanical issue. He'll get that ironed out a little bit, but I don't think it's intentional, certainly.
One down, runner at first. And the first pitch. Ground ball played by Zimmerman. That's one. And there's 2, a double play. No runs, no hits, no one left on. And coming up, we'll see the National. Up again now, the number 5 spot. He'll get things started. Home half, 5th inning. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Well, he's doing an outstanding job keeping this offense off the board. And Sano's had a handful of base runners so far in this one. The 4 runners left on base. But, you know, they've been able to make pitches and make plays when they needed to.
Missed badly with the fastball there, 1-1. And this is hit in the air, foul down the left field line. And he puts that one away, 1 down.
This is why the outfielders need to know the stadium they're playing in, understand what's in foul territory. A lot of obstacles can be there. He knew where he was, and he makes the catch.
1 down. Here's Orlando Cabrera. He batted .241 last season against the Phillies. And he starts Cabrera out. There's a swing and a liner towards first. And Cabrera's got himself a hit.
Well, he stayed behind the ball right there real well. Got himself that 1-out base hit.
Rains settles in. Flew out last time. One out, man on first. First pitch, here it comes. Fastball is high, 1-0. In there at the letters, evening the count at 1-1.
Well, the breaking ball up in the hitter's eyes. He gets the strike call on it. The hitter just couldn't pull the trigger.
And they pitch out. Nobody's moving. 2-1 pitch. Hit on the ground towards second. And there's one. And the deuce, a double play. No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. Washington still looking for that offense. Chase Utley leading it off. And right now, top 5 in runs batted in the league. At the belt, Martinez kicks and throws. Looked like the circle change, and it just misses. 1-0. And that's over for a strike. 1-1.
Well, this guy features an outstanding circle changeup, Gary. Very little rotation on the pitch. He makes it look like a fastball with his arm speed, but the velocity is much less.
1-1 on the way. Good looking fastball. Called the ball though. 2-1. And even when they're looking for that circle change at the plate, Steve, it is very tough to get that pitch lined up to hit.
Well, that change of velocity is such a key because it gets them thinking fastball, and they're then out in front of the changeup.
And Utley works this one to the hitter's count of 3-1.
He's coming off a game last night where he had 2 big hits, and looks like he's starting to get locked in a little bit.
Here he comes, 3-1. Swung on, line to right field. And that's going to be a base hit for Utley.
Well, anytime you can get on base with no outs to start an inning, you know that an extra base hit will probably score you. But even if the batter behind you can figure out a way to get on base, now you have the potential for a huge inning.
Now State Farm takes a look at who had the most triples last year. Take a look at Howard. He's in that 4-hole.
Well, it's nice when you can put yourself in scoring position with one swing of the bat, and this guy last year did it as good as anyone in baseball. A ton of triples for this guy, one of the league leaders in that department. And when he puts himself on third base, he can score in so many ways, and he makes the hitters behind him so much better.
You've got to keep the opponent close when you're behind. You've got speed on first base. They better keep him close. If he gets in scoring position, it may just add on to this lead.
0-1 count as that started off with a strike. He's at 0-2. He watched that fastball that was in there.
This is the go-to pitch for many pitchers in the major league. The fastball down and away. When in doubt, that's where you go.
And that's high for a ball. Martinez missed.
He tries to get this ball to come back over the plate with that two-seamer, but it's dangerous throwing it high. You want to throw it down and away, not up and away.
Here it comes. Schmidt hits the ground ball. There's one. And they get two. Great double play. That Keystone area could get a little rough, Steve. Nice turn on the double play.
Just the way they draw it up. Great pivot by the shortstop.
Chance will come with 2 down for Howard. Career numbers for him, 277 off Washington. And now Howard gets set. Strike one. Martinez gets him with a cut there. And it's 0-2. Ryan Howard. He'll be swinging at anything close here. He deals. And Ryan Howard swings and misses. He's gone. So no runs on one hit and nobody left on. Phillies 1, Washington 0. And if you just joined our broadcast, great to have you on board. 2K Sports Major League Baseball. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Krug. And it's Ryan Zimmerman now. Last year, 347 against the Phillies. Bottom half of the 6th inning underway. It's an 0-1 count.
Now, Gary, they left 4 runners on base so far in the game, so they've had a couple of opportunities, you know, to be able to try to make something happen, but just have not been able to come up with a big hit or a long ball.
This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. And Hamilton's going to play it as he gets to it for the out.
Well, this ball was headed to the gap, but the left fielder got a good jump on it, able to run it down and make the play.
And it's Vladimir Guerrero in the box now. Right there in the top 5 in home runs. Base is empty, 1 out. Here's the first pitch to Guerrero. Up the middle. And it gets down. That's hit number 2, making good contact. In the batter's box, it's Dawson. Drew a walk his last time. Guerrero's on at first. And here's the first one. And it's fouled away. The pitch. Hit in the air to center field. 2 away. And in the batter's box, it's Walker. Last time up, flew out. Two outs and a man on first. He delivers. Fastball just misses. 1-0.
Well, you see, he just missed with that fastball right there away. Let's see if they try to come back inside to try to jam him.
Pauses, and now the 1-0. That's swung on and a liner here. And the play made by Utley.
Gary really brought his A game for this one, executing all of his pitches, great command and control. They haven't been able to muster any offense against him so far in this game.
Phillies holding on to the lead. And in the batter's box, it's Allen. He'll start things off here in the 7th. At the belt, Martinez kicks and throws. He swings on that 0-0 delivery, misses the fastball. Strike 1. Watches that one for a called strike. 0-2.
I don't think he liked that call very much, but the reality is he couldn't hit that any day of the week. That's a great pitch.
This is popped down the right field line. Should be room. Tried to track that one down, but comes up empty. Fastball swung out and missed. Struck him out. 1 away.
You've got to have better plate discipline than that. With 2 strikes, you need to be defensive and try to make contact. But when you get a fastball, you need to read whether it's a strike or not.
Now the State Farm leaderboard. Look at those teams who had the highest average last year. Number 1, the Reds. The Cardinals in 2nd. In 3rd, the Rockies. 4th, the Brewers. And number 5, the Phillies rounded out.
One of the top hitting teams in baseball last year will be on display in this game today. And these guys, when they step out of the dugout, they're swinging the bats. These guys can put the ball in play, and they all hit for a high average.
1-0 count. He took that last one, and it was out of the zone.
A good action on that pitch, running away, but it's a ball you have to get down to the zone. Don't throw it up.
Slider is low. 2-0. On the way. Now with 3 balls here, Rollins can decide just what he wants to do on this next pitch.
Well, anytime you have a good fastball and you can keep it down in the zone around the knees or lower, it's great location and, believe me, very difficult to hit.
And now Rollins has the 3-1 count.
As a hitter, you kick yourself because you wish you didn't have to take in this situation. That's a pitch you could do something with.
And the fastball is over. 3-2 now.
He's just popping that glove with that four-seam fastball, pounding the strike zone.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Ball 4, he walked him.
Well, that's what you want to do. You want to have quality at-bats, get that pitch count up. And I tell you what, he worked this pitcher. It's going to be tough for him to get this next hitter out after working that walk on so many pitches.
One out, runner on at first. Now the first pitch. Slider swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, you see that pitch coming in, and it starts at the center of the plate, and all of a sudden, as soon as you start your swing, that's when that slider starts breaking away, gets out of the strike zone away. He can't stop his swing and swings and misses.
Here's the delivery. Missed with the fastball outside, and it's even at 1. He fouls that one off. The 1-2 pitch. And he fouls off another one. Slider swung out and missed. 2 down. Well, here late in the ball game, obviously that is a very big out.
That's a huge out, and I tell you, the pitcher came through in the clutch. He needed a strikeout, and he got it.
Ashburn into the batter's box. 0 for 1 thus far.
Rollins has that kind of speed that can impact the game. They better watch him.
Here's Rollins. He's flying. And he is safe at second. At the belt, the 1-0. Swung out and missed, and it's 1-1. The 1-1. 1-1 pitch is a circle change. That hits the target. 1-2.
A very effective pitch. The changeup painting the outside corner. Now you can go back hard in or go soft away again.
One-two pitch coming. There's a swing and a liner. And that's going to do it. Cabrera's there. So they can't push any across here in this half of the inning. Stretch time here in D.C. Looking to the lineup, 6, 7, 8 hitters on their way to the plate. And in the batter's box, it's Carter. He's going to get things started off for us here after the 7th inning stretch. Low for ball 1.
Well, what an outstanding effort by the pitcher today. I mean, he has just been on top of his game, making the pitches, and offensively, they just have not been able to back hits up with other hits to mount the rally. They've been held scoreless here today.
Swung on. That's going to be hit foul. Long fly ball left side. He takes a fastball for a strike. Now it's 1-2.
Now that he's established the bottom of the strike zone, it gives him so many options. He can go to the breaking ball or climb the ladder with another fastball.
Now here's a grounder towards the hole. And they get him at first base. Good hustle by the pitcher to get over there.
Now, great work by the pitcher there. He's normally not called upon to play first base. He does a nice job completing the task and getting the out.
One out, nobody on. And the first pitch. First pitch, fastball, 0-1.
In order to throw that fastball away from the hitter, you have to get great extension out in front. Nice job of pitching.
Missed badly with the fastball there, 1-1.
Well, you can see what he's doing. He's just pulling that ball away from him, trying to overthrow it, and he can't seem to find the strike zone. He has to be able to rein that thing in right now.
Cuts on that fastball, can't make contact, 1-2.
Well, you can tell his timing way off after seeing him swing at that four-seamer.
The 1-2 on its way. Fastball just about had him, and it's a 2-2 count. And here's the pitch. Gave him a fastball that time, but it's outside. 3-2.
Trying to get the ground ball out, you throw that two-seam fastball away from the hitter, trying to get him to reach and roll over it. He laid off of it here.
Strike three. And now there are two men down here in the seventh inning, and the shutout in place.
And he just keeps on rolling.
It took only 6 pitches to get it done here late in the game.
Well, you hate to strike out any time in the game, but especially late. You want to put the ball in play and try to make something happen. Couldn't get it done there.
Two outs, bases empty. Here's the first pitch. Can't get him to chase that one outside, ball 1. Fastball low, 2-0. Fastball can't catch the corner. He's behind 3-0.
Well, you get down 3-0 in the count. The pitcher in this situation has to throw strikes.
He gets that fastball, can't make contact, 3-1. Lost him, ball 4. Potential tying run is on.
Well, good discipline by the hitter to lay off the high pitch and take his base. They're going to go to the pinch hitter in this situation, trying to get that big hit to bring this runner home. Gary, the base runner now on after that walk. That's the tying run in this game, so they've got to be very careful right here.
Pitch on the way. First pitch fastball misses badly that time, 1-0. You know, the manager is not thrilled about this one. If a guy gets on, he beats you with a base hit, okay, but boy, you've helped their cause.
And the pitcher really has to bear down now. Keep the ball down in the zone, make the hitter hit it on the ground, make them lump singles together. Don't give up an extra base hit.
Lined foul towards third. This one swung on and driven hard. And that's the third out. That'll do it.
Now, Gary, he's in absolute control out there right now. And I have to suspect they're going to leave him in as long as he can go, as long as the pitch count doesn't get too high.
No production yet from Washington. And we're going to see Hamilton here. He's going to get us started, 8th inning. And here's the first one. And Martinez gets it by, called strike to take the count to 0-1. And Hamilton watches that one outside. He makes contact, line drive.
Well, he got a good piece of this one, hitting a shot toward first base, but first baseman was there for the out.
At the plate, their rookie first baseman. Hasn't gotten a hit yet today. We'll see what he can do here. One out, nobody on. At the belt, Martinez kicks and throws. And Pedro brings that one in. State Farm takes a look at the lineups with a pop in their bat from last season. The Reds #1. Second, the Rockies. Third spot, the Brewers. Fourth, D-backs. And #5, the Phillies rounded out.
Well, slugging percentage plays a key part in any team's offense, and this team was one of the best in the league last year at doing that. They seem to hit for extra bases. You know, everyone says, well, they get on second base a lot, they score runs, but also they drive in a ton of runs with all those extra base hits that they get. That's why their slugging percentage is so high and why they're so successful.
First pitch on the way to Utley. And he watches that low pitch from Martinez. Here's the 1-0. Really nailed that one right through the middle of the infield. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. It's the kind of inning the defense likes. 3 up, 3 down. Now it's time for the Nationals. Home half of the 8th inning. And if you are just tuning in, hi, Gary Thorne along with John Kruk, Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Fastball misses away. 1-0.
Okay, listen, he's made pitches. They've had a few base runners on against them, no question about it. They've gotten a few hits, but he's been able to keep them from putting hit after hit after hit together. He's kept them off the scoreboard and let his defense do the work.
Low for a ball, and it's 2-0.
Well, he's over the 80 pitch mark right now at this point in the game, and you know that pitching coach is keeping a close eye on him to see if he tires.
Line drive left of the bag and foul. Here's the pitch. Swing and a rocket toward short.
Well, good piece of hitting right there. And anytime you get your first hitter of the inning on base, it could set up the potential for a big inning.
Now, Ryan Zimmerman. No one out and a runner on first. Zimmerman in the box. Here's the delivery. That one goes foul. The pitch. He squares around and he gets this one down. The second, there's 1 and 2. Double play. Vladimir Guerrero at the plate with 2 away. The career numbers for him, 371 off the Phillies. He singled his last trip. Here's the first pitch to Guerrero. Swings on that first pitch, misses the fastball, 0-1.
Well, that's some kind of pitching. You set up the target on the outside corner, and he paints the black with it. Awfully tough when you have that kind of location.
Oh, what a drive. He smashed it. And that's the third out. That'll do it. So they still can't buy a run. They've been held scoreless through 8. Phillies still enjoying the lead. Big bats ready to make an appearance. Schmidt at the plate. 2 for 3 thus far. At the belt, Martinez kicks and throws. That looks like a single.
Well, just what his team needed. He continues to swing a great bat. 3 hits from now in this ball game, and he's on with no outs.
Here is Ryan Howard. A runner on first, no outs. And now Howard gets set. Swinging a drive, deep left center. And that's a base hit. Gets down in front of him.
Well, this is a guy right here that was made to hit fastballs, and that's what he looks for, and that's what he got right there. Put a good swing on it. He knew what to do with it for that double.
He's got to throw strikes in this situation. He's in a big-time jam.
Well, you know he's going to have to deal with this one. You got a couple runners on base already down a run. You don't want to give up any more.
Well, it's about damage control. Don't give them a crooked number. If they score, only make it 1 and give your team a chance to come back.
2 men in scoring position, still no one out. Fastball in there, 0-1.
He's painting the black away with that fastball, Gary, hitting the spots and with great velocity.
Missed with the fastball outside, and it's even at 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Outside for a ball, and it's 2-1. Well, you see something new in this game every day, Steve. They're going to intentionally put him on to face one of the best hitters in the game.
And you've got to really question this strategy, Gary. I mean, I don't know why you do this unless perhaps maybe you saw something in the scouting report. They better hope it doesn't backfire.
Here's Jimmy Rollins. And here's a chance maybe to put this thing out of reach.
Well, this at-bat right here could pretty much decide this ball game.
Late in the game, key at-bat. Bases are loaded and nobody out. First pitch on the way to Rollins. Rollins makes contact. That's fouled off. Here's the pitch. Good eye by Jimmy Rollins. Stays away from that one, and it evens it up. The number is over his career, 256 against the Nationals. Now the 1-1 pitch. Slider misses, and it's 2-1. Now the 2-1. That's on the black for a strike. Evens the count at 2-2.
The key for any pitcher is establishing the four-seam fastball. Once you get that working, it gives you so many different options.
Oh, strike 3 as Jimmy Rollins didn't even take a hack at it. He's gone.
A 5-pitch at bat and didn't get the job done. Put the ball in play and score a run.
Can't be a much bigger situation here late in the ball game and the sack's full.
No, and that's one right there that could come back and hurt this team, because now the other team has all the momentum going into the rest of this game.
3 on and 1 out. The pitch on the ground to second. 1 and 2. They pull off the double play. Well, they do load the bases on 2 hits, but can't push across any runs. And coming up, we'll see the Nationals.
Now, Gary, we've had quite a game leading up to this moment, and this could be the defining moment.
Trying to make that great comeback here in the bottom half of the last inning. He represents the potential tying run.
Now, bottom of the ninth, 2 guys, mano a mano. Who's going to win it?
Number 40 will be the new pitcher. They've decided it was time to make a change here. And the bottom of the ninth starts with a strike.
Velocity and location are absolutely critical. That pitch was exactly where he wanted to throw it.
0-1 is a slider for a called strike. Trying to get him to chase a slider, but it's 1 and 2. That pitch misses low. 2 and 2 now.
Well, that fastball right there just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
Big swing and a miss on a heater. Strike him out, 1 down. And that will keep this game close in the late goings.
Well, you like to see a guy get on base and make things happen, and right there, the pitcher's just better.
Well, it's moments like this that make you just love the game of baseball.
Bottom half of the last inning. This is what you live for. Move to the front of your seat and take a look.
Now, Gary, this is why you buy a ticket and come to the game. 2 of the best squaring off. Let's see who can win.
That catches the outer part of the plate for a strike. Pitch on the way. Up the middle. Oh, avoided the path of that ball. That was right up the middle. Was that ever close?
0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate, and he pays for it.
And in the batter's box, it's Carter. Ground out victim last time through. One down, runner at first. The first pitch. There's a swing and a smash. 2 away. And he'll have to hold at first. And we're going to see Galarraga here. 0 for 3 to this point. Runner on first, 2 away. Here's the pitch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
He has great rotation on his breaking ball right here, and he hits the perfect spot. The hitter just gave up on it.
Good hard slider, swung on and missed. 0 and 2.
Fans are on their feet right now. They know 2 strikes on the hitter. They need to keep this thing going.
This one foul back.
Foul ball!
1-2 pitch coming. And he struck him out, and the ball game is over. Well, they got that tying run on base, stranded over at first.
Fans going home unhappy in this one. Their offense just did not get it done as the opposing pitching just shut them down. Wow.
And it's that time in our broadcast where we bestow upon some lucky winner the player of the game honors.
Well, every time you hand the ball to the guy before a game as the manager, all you want him to do is try to get deep in the game with as least amount of runs as possible. And that's what this pitcher gave him. Getting into that 7th inning with giving up absolutely no runs and turning over that bullpen to close it out strong also is a great day for this team and a big win.
Well, you win, whether it's 1 or 10. This was the slimmest of margins, though.
Well, this one had the makings right from the start of a close one, and you knew whoever got on the board had a legitimate chance to win it.
So glad you could join us. For Steve Phillips and John Kruk, I'm Gary Thorne. We'll see you real soon.
Going crazy, maybe she'll come through your window.